Do you want to know how to speak in public without fear? Do you want to be able to confidently communicate your message? Do you want to not bumble and stumble over your own words? Do you want to get rid of those negative thoughts that telling you that you aren't good enough? Well, I'm going to give you a tip that's going to help you not only handle how to speak in public without fear, it's going to handle all those negative chatter, all those negative thoughts that you might have. Are you ready for it? Okay, I like to call this my secret move, my secret power move. And my clients use this all over the world. So it's helped them present with confidence and with clarity and stand in the power of who they are and what they're here to share. But it's also going to help you handle that question, how to speak in public without fear. Ready for it? Okay, I feel like there should be a drum roll. It's a Kegel. A Kegel. Yeah. So you might be going, a Kegel? Wait a minute. How does that help me overcome my public speaking fear? Well, let me tell you how. And then I'll tell you how it actually works so you'll know the physical movements to actually do a Kegel. And the beauty of a Kegel is no one knows when you're doing it. I'm doing it right now. Never know. I did this morning when I was presenting to a group. Didn't know. No one knew except me. And the way that a Kegel works is that if you do the Kegel move, which I'll tell you how to do it in a moment if you're not familiar with it, you cannot have a negative thought at the same time. You can't. So if you want to beat yourself up and tell yourself you're not good enough, it won't let you when you Kegel it. Go ahead and try it if you're familiar with the Kegel. Try to have a negative thought. You can't. It doesn't exist at the same time. They can't coexist. So when I'm beginning to present, I Kegel it. If I'm having a conversation with somebody and it's not going in the way that I like, I Kegel it so I stand in my power of who I am. It works in all situations. And the beauty of it also, when you Kegel, your shoulders go back. You stand up taller. You kind of stand in your power. So when you're standing in your power, of course, you're going to be more confident as well. So I wouldn't do you justice if you're not familiar with the Kegel in how to speak in public without fear. I wouldn't be doing you justice if I didn't tell you what a Kegel was. For those that aren't familiar, a Kegel is where you imagine that you're going to urinate and you stop the flow. So you lock it. Right? So imagine you're going to urinate and stop the flow, and it's like a lower lock. In spiritual terms, people talk about it as a chakra, the lower chakra. Just think of it as a Kegel if that works for you. Think of it as a chakra, but you want to lock that lower lock. If you go ahead and imagine that you're going to urinate and lock it, stop the flow, and I'll try to have a negative thought. You can't, can you? It's impossible. So that's a great tip on how to speak in public without fear. It's my #1 strategy to overcoming your public speaking fear. And if you'd like more help, you can go to AmondaRose.com/strategy